All right, I'm live. That's lovely. So can I focus on anything, or is it once it's focused, it's focused? Interesting. All right. Well, I was going to try. Today was a very busy day, and I didn't really get a chance to do this. And I'm just starting. I think I started at 10, kind of setting this up, reading through. I got this D-Day game from the flea market at Geekway. I knew it was the Smithsonian Institution, and took out some rules from the original Avalon Hill D-Day. But I've always kind of wanted to, just to try it. And I was sitting there trying to think, do I want to play an ASL or an ASL SK or a lock and load game? I recently got Normandy 44, but that's a lot more involved. And I decided, hey, I should play this because I don't know when I'll ever play this. So I'll probably play it here for a couple. I'm not going to play very long here live because it's midnight now, and so I've missed D-Day. But maybe not if I'm Mountain Time. So I'll probably just play for a few turns and then put it away until next year. Unless it's terrible. But I did download some optional rules. Today I think I'll just try it with the rules as is. I've got everything set up. I haven't stacked all this stuff. I never did read about aircraft. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where are aircrafts? No, you can't do... Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. They do not have airborne drops in the basic game. How could you not have airborne drops in the basic game? That's crazy. Alright, sorry. I'm going to have to read rules on this. You've got to have airborne drops. Once a side has completed land movement, and they also have supply, but they don't have supply markers. Thought that was interesting. They definitely went cheap on this game. Once a side has completed land movements and has pointed out all attacks for combat, but before any combat's resolved, the player on the other side may react by moving any desired air unit. It's up to 5 hexes. So why do I have... Okay, did we even talk about air units? Oh, I did talk about air units. Air units must expend 1 movement factor per hex entered. Stacking. Two or more units of the same side may end a movement or combat step in the same hex only if one of them is an army headquarters. If any army headquarters, any other friendly units are removed and hold in the holding box. You can't see the holding boxes; they're down here at the bottom. It's interesting. I don't see a lot of Canadians or C, French. Oh, okay. So you. Oh, of the same side. Does that mean the same? So, can a U.S. end in a French thing? It says of the same side. That's pretty vague. I mean, I would think you would... That's interesting because it doesn't... It says that unit identification... Sorry, I'm rambling here. I thought I was all ready to go. I wouldn't have gone live at this point, but that's fine. So this doesn't really talk about... So... I mean, man, they have a... So air... Okay, well, whatever. So air does support... So I've got to have airdrops. I can't play this game without airdrops. Come on, it's D-Day. Okay. Only the 2 Allied Airborne Corps and the U.S. 1st Airborne Army Headquarters are capable of being used for airborne drops. Airborne drops in the game, of course, simulate the use of large fleets of cargo aircraft. Thank you for the definition. Remember, this game was designed and sold probably in the Smithsonian, right? So you're like, oh, I'm getting a D-Day game. Probably at some anniversary. So it's kind of interesting. They did have this cool section in here though, where they give like diagrams of stuff. Looks like squad leader art or something. Man, I cannot focus on this. This is an interesting thing. So is that focused? Or is it focused back here? It's a long, whoa, where is focused? Wow, interesting. Anyway, so those are cool. I mean, give you a little bit of details about them. You know, artillery, things like that. Nice little history stuff. The first few books of this battle manual's history. Then they give some hints of play and reasoning behind stuff. It's kind of cool. To perform an airborne drop, the unit must begin an allied movement step located in a city hex, and moves are expended at the same rate as normal movement. During the land movement step. Alright, so we have new move steps, so I got new moves. They have an available moves track, so that's interesting. Reinforcement step, don't get any yet. Port transfer step, so perform all port transfers allied only, so that doesn't count. So invasions. Now what's interesting is it says movement. To perform an airborne drop, the unit must begin an allied movement step located during the land movement step. So you don't do it during the invasion step. That seems odd. Okay, in the advance they do, it looks like they do have you keep it to, certain, like Canadians with Canadians, French with French, and all that. They have mulberries. Okay, well, I guess I can't do that until the movement. So I guess invasion. I'll land and fight against that. And fight against that. And they have you rotate it to the unit you're going to fight, which is interesting. Sure. Do that. Doesn't say about air stacking. That. Wait, let me save my airborne. Where's my airborne? There's an airborne, there's an airborne. I guess I don't have to invade anybody. Seems kind of weird though. I'm invading up the entire coast. Don't really understand some of this. Oh, I see. I probably... It doesn't really talk about overstacking during the one phase. So there's a headquarters unit here. I guess I'll attack you there. Alright, so I'm missing one of my airborne units here. Oh, first airborne. So there's 3 units that are airborne. A British and a US. Okay? I have to do that during the movement step. Still seems odd. This is really strange. Oops, save them. I do not think I'm doing this right at all. So now that I know what that number is, I'm going to switch them around. Oh, yeah. I guess I'll use a... What do I really want to use that plane? I'm guessing I mean, wouldn't you use aircraft during... some of this is very strange. On any turn, an allied unit may perform an invasion by being moved from a port city hex to an invasion hex, a C hex containing a number and an arrow. Only units in the port city of Great Britain may be used for invasions in the North Sea, Bay of Biscay, or English Channel. Blah, blah, blah. For ground units using an invasion, move to any legal invasion hex, regardless of the distance of the port city. Air units used for an invasion may only be moved to invasion hexes within 5 hexes of their port city hex. Ew. So these guys are in Dover. So there is no unit size for air, so I'm assuming it doesn't matter on stacking. Air units may fit invasion in 5 hexes. Each unit used for an invasion costs 2 moves. Oh yeah, I'll have to do all that. I'll do all that moves in just a minute. Each unit used for an invasion costs 2 moves per. Wow. So I think I want to save some of these guys for later. Because you want them to maybe move into that. So like I couldn't. You don't necessarily. So I'm not going to use those 2 units at all, so I'll move those out. And this guy, 3-5, is in Dover, and that guy's in Hampton, so he can go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, he's got 0, but I think that fortified hex +4 for each defending. Whew. Oh wait, Le Havre. That's interesting. You can't attack Le Havre. Le Havre. Dieppe. As I learn the rules, I'm moving some people around. So until I see otherwise, I'm allowing aircraft into those units. So I do not want to do that there. So you kind of want to save some people off. I don't really understand the point of the headquarters. Boy, 15 minutes. This is exciting, captivating. Oh, one person watching. Hey. Hey, watcher. Can I see that? Okay. All right, let's try these invasions here. So it's a really simple system of, oh, again, do I want to attack this guy? So he's at 5, and he's at 6. Basically, you roll 2d10, which is kind of cool. I like rolling different dice. And so he starts at 6 and 5, so he's got a +1 advantage. So I don't really want to use him there, really. Where's this guy attacking? Oh, he's attacking Lahav at 5. So I'd actually probably want to put... So he's nothing, so I would want to do him there, and I'd want to put him here. And do I have 2 air being used somewhere? Yes, I do. Yes, Dieppe. I'm attacking at Dieppe. All right. All right, so I have currently 5 to 0. I do not... Oh, that's a headquarters. Okay, I did not know that. I would not put them by themselves. I don't really know what headquarters do now that I'm sitting there playing. I don't know. So I guess I'll move... So 5 to 3. So 2. Difference of 2. Difference of 2. White'll be... Red'll be American, or red'll be Allied. So I rolled a 6 for the Allies. Oh, so it was 6 to 3. So I beat them by 2. And so what happens is... If the winning side's combat number exceeds the losing side's number by 4 to 6, the losing side takes 1 loss. If the losing side's combat number exceeds 7 or more, the losing side takes 2 losses. Attacker wins if the attacker combat exceeds the defender's combat, and the side wins, and all defending units in that measure are retreated. They retreat to any land hex or hexes, so you only won by 2. It's only 1, 2. So any knows in under control, and he just simply retreats. So I guess I'll retreat him into his unit there. These 2 units go here. They're done. Now we have 8 to 5. Whoops, sorry. 9 to 5. 18 to 11, so he beats him by 7. I will also change that. So he beats him by 7. This guy, he takes 2 losses, so I flip him over. 1, 2. Let's see what happens. Whenever losses are taken, the losing player marks them as desired on any of his units that took part in the individual combat. Take 2 losses in a combat, the player could flip any 2 of the units to show their backside, or could flip, and then eliminating that same unit to show the second loss. Okay, so the Germans have lost a unit. I'll just put him back on the chart here. And Le Havre was taken. I do not know what happens to Air. I'll put him over here for now. I would think they go back. Dieppe is, oh shoot. Okay, so let's back up. When attacking that city fortification, it's also -1 to the attacker. So he only has 1 loss. I assume he still retreats. In addition to ending the combat, if the attacker's combat number exceeds the defender's combat number, the attacking side wins and all defending units are retreated. Okay, so he has retreated. He loses 1. He has to move there. He has no choice. So those guys are flipped over. Now the 9, 10, -1 because we're attacking into Dieppe. So I'm sorry, 5, 4, 10. So 9. 9 to 6. $14 to $16. I'm going to lose, I guess, both these units. Because after the invasion, they're both out in the water. So they will be eliminated at the end of the turn. That's pretty harsh. On any turn, and now see, that's so weird. Why wouldn't you put the airborne units in the invasion phase? That doesn't make sense, because then you could put them back there, and then if the guys retreat and they can't, then they're eliminated. I mean, that's kind of the part of the, all right, whatever. Calm down there, Todd. Hey, hey, one person watching. Thanks for watching. Let's see here. I just can't believe that. Do my optional rules talk about this at all? It's interesting on these optional rules that someone else made up. It says units destroyed due to being out of supply or permanently lost. There's nothing in the rule. Well, maybe there are something in the rules. It's harsh. I don't know, he's just to mark. I guess I need to get those little X, plastic X things that people have to mark. Nope. On these optional rules that I found online, someone lets the headquarters do something. I don't know what headquarters do. I'm not clear. It allows me to stack, but I can't attack. They don't defend. They just move around. I think it's the holding box thing. Maybe it allows you to... All right, invasion. Each unit used for invasion costs 2. Oh, shoot, I didn't do all that crap. All right. Allieds, each unit costs 1, 2, Redent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I can even do all these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five? I don't think so. Okay. Anyway, keep reading invasions. Blah, blah, blah. If we're going to use an invasion. The combat is resolved or sequence. Victorious invading units may occupy land with no defenders. The invaders may occupy the hex. Each allied unit unable to occupy a land hex after combat from the invasion is automatically eliminated. So I lost an air unit doing that. Fantastic. All right. All right, well. This is confusing. I mean, so I really do want to invade more because I'm like, okay, so, because I need more ports. I can't put them there now, I imagine. I can't. On any turn, an allied may perform an invasion by being moved. Only units in the Mediterranean may be used for invasions in the Mediterranean Sea. For ground units using the invasion. Once placed, the invading units may combat enemy units. Look at. Okay, so I'm going to guess that I can now move these guys here and go 5 to 2. To 6, so they lose the hex and retreat 1. So they're in there. Four to 2. Oh, whoops. Four to 2 is 8 to 10. So, holy crap, man, this is freaking expensive. Oh, wait, hold on. 5 to 2 is 9 to 10. So I lost another unit eliminated. Awesome. We can do that. I know how that works. So that's 5. So what's woods give me? Plus and minus. So I could use that one. It'd be 6. It'd be 5 to 2. Two. 6 to 4. So he retreats. I cannot move from zone of control. I think that's probably all the invasion I should do. Okay. Now it's a movement step. Perform all normal movements. So I could, so he's going to attack that. He's going to attack that. I guess I will use these guys to attack that unit. It's 5 to 5 there. No, actually it's 4 to 5. Sheesh. All right. Well, how do I do these airborne troops? Something like these, a large fleet of airmen perform an airborne drop. It must be now located in city hacks and moves expended at the same time as normal movement. I'm not doing weather. Okay, airborne. So that would actually be 4. So I think what we'll do is we'll go here. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. And this guy. I need to clean out that port. So maybe all these guys here, so bam. 1, 2, 3, okay. Okay, I think that's all the movement I can do. These guys are all stacked there. All right. I can't move there because that's stacking. Okay. Movement, combat step. Resolve all combats. So I'm going to go 8. So 7. Seven against 6. 11 against 6. I think I'll go 12 against 6. So 12 against 6. 20. No, I can't. You can't go higher than 10. So really there's no need. So 10 to 6. 20 to 8. It takes 2 losses. Someone's gonna be gone, but not everybody. And he has to retreat. After 1. 6. 3, so it's a 3. So he just retreats. Combat. 4 to 6. It was 5 to 1, 6 to 3. So 3. Okay, so he just eliminates. He can move in there. He will. He attacked. He attacked. He attacked. Okay, so how are these guys going to attack? It would be 9 to 4 there. And this would be 4 to 2. 5 to 3. I guess let's eliminate these guys. I'd rather go 9 to 4. I could advance him there. Actually, he'd move there. I'm going to take a chance. 9 to 4. 10 to 9. 1. So he's got to retreat. I think I'll move him into there. I'm okay with that. I'll move there. Done, done. 4 to 2. No. 5 to 1. Ooh, if I move that gap in there, yikes. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Four to 2. 10 to 8. Am I going to move in there? Okay, now that I know those are holding, what I'm going to do at the end of movement, so I can move them in there, just move into the holding box. The son's over there sleeping, going, man, why are you talking so loud? Stacking, there are limitations of stacking. 2 more units on the same side may end a movement or combat step in the same hex only if one of them is an Army headquarters unit. If an Army headquarters and unit is present, any other friendly units are removed from the hex. So their head at the Army, at the holding box, and Army headquarters unit may not be placed in any other. Some or all units may be picked up or dropped off. Units may be temporarily moved through hexes containing. So you can move it through. Now it's interesting. So 2 or more units of the same side may end in this movement. If an Army headquarters unit is present, any other. Oh, okay. On the end of movement, exceeding stacking limits, there are no stacking limits during movement or combat steps. During, okay. Units may never be moved into or through. Okay, it doesn't say anything about invasion. So it says 2 or more units of the same side may end in. All right, so I'm reading this as an invasion could be good. Okay, hold on. I need to use more moves for attacking and stuff. This is like my supply. So I had 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. I just have 3 attacks. Okay, anyway. Oh, wait, did I ever use these guys up here? I guess I need to do what they say and rotate stuff. Or did he already do that? Wow, good memory. I do need to start rotating. Not even that many units on the board. It is 12:54, 12:45. What am I looking up? So I think on invasion I could probably stack up because it doesn't say, it says movement or combat. So anyway, when do I check supply? At this step, okay? And okay, what is this dropping off, skipped, and jump? So what happens to these holding boxes here? I like this. Dice do not determine movement. They resolve combats. What? Even when located in an Army headquarters unit holding box, a unit may not be moved in excess of its own movement factors, even if other units in the holding box could be moved further. It's interesting. So, if an Army headquarters unit is placed in that Army's holding box off the game board's playing area, the Army headquarters unit left in the hex counts as only a single unit for stacking. Some of the units may be picked up or dropped off by or from the holding box of a moving Army headquarters unit. So I guess the headquarters are important. So really, because the invasion can hold more than that, because it doesn't say not to, and don't do what the rules don't allow, you could do that, and then when you move in there with combat, then they would go to the holding box. Lesson learned. So I guess I'm going to stop there. And I look at supply. And supplies to one of these things. Oh, so they can do it. These guys almost are out of control. Low battery. Crap. Anyway, so that's D-Day. That's the invasion. I did it. I did the D-Day invasion. So thanks to one person who watched live. Very exciting, I know. So again, pretty simple. Combat factors are the number here, so a 3, and you add it to a D10 roll, and the defender is the same number, so 1. You add it, and I shouldn't have these headquarters up here so close now that I kind of understand what they're used for. So that's that. So now I'll turn it off so my phone doesn't die, and we'll probably do some little short videos in later days to see how it goes. See y'all in remember D-Day and all the troops that fought, and remember them, and let's keep the history alive. See ya. So learning how to use this thing, it's interesting you can't focus. Oh, it does. Okay, it focuses in. The lighting wasn't superb. So thanks for watching, whoever does. We'll see y'all later.